Stop. If you are over 60 and still doing these things every single morning, you are silently destroying your hearts and brain without even realizing it. Not next year, not in 10 years, right now. Every morning, without knowing it, millions of people over 60 are making the same quiet mistakes that are slowly wearing down the most vital organs in their body. And the terrifying part is this: these habits feel completely harmless. Some even feel healthy. But by the end of this video, you will know exactly which 7 morning habits are doing the most damage. And more importantly, you will have simple, proven steps to stop the damage starting tomorrow morning. There is one habit in particular, saved for near the end, that almost every single person over 60 does within the first 30 minutes of waking up. Scientists have now confirmed it is one of the most dangerous things an aging heart and brain can experience. Stay with me, because that one could change everything for you. Getting older is not easy. Nobody tells you how much your body quietly changes after 60. You wake up slower, your joints are stiff, your energy is not what it used to be, and you are doing your best. Eating better, maybe walking a little, trying to take care of yourself. That takes real courage and real effort. This video is not here to judge anything you have been doing. It is here to give you real scientific information, not opinions, not guesswork, but research-backed facts that can protect your heart and your brain in the years ahead. Before we go further, drop your age in the comments below. It helps this community grow and helps us understand who we are helping most. We are working toward 1,000 subscribers, and every single person here matters deeply to us. Now, the first dangerous morning habit. Millions of people over 60 wake up and immediately reach for their phone. It feels like nothing, just checking messages, just looking at the news. But research confirms that this behavior triggers an immediate spike in cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone. After 60, your body is already producing cortisol at a higher baseline than it did in your younger years. Scientists have found that flooding the brain with stressful information or social comparison within the first few minutes of waking activates the fight or flight system before the body has even had time to regulate its blood pressure. For aging hearts, this sudden stress response puts dangerous pressure on arterial walls that are already less flexible than they were at 40. The simple solution is to keep your phone face down and out of reach for the first 30 minutes after waking. Instead, sit quietly, breathe slowly, or look out a window. This one ancient practice of stillness in the morning has been shown to lower cortisol levels and protect cardiovascular function. Your heart will thank you within days. The second habit is one most people never think twice about: skipping water first thing in the morning. After 60, your body's thirst signals become weaker and less reliable. This is not a personal failing. It is a biological fact of aging. So many older adults wake up mildly dehydrated without feeling thirsty at all. A study published in a medical journal showed that dehydration in the morning hours significantly increases blood viscosity, meaning the blood becomes thicker and harder for the heart to pump. This puts enormous strain on the cardiovascular system during the exact hours when heart attacks are statistically most likely to occur. The solution is simple and proven. Keep a glass of water on your nightstand and drink it before you do anything else. Room temperature water is absorbed faster by the aging digestive system. This one natural habit helps thin the blood, supports kidney function, and gives the brain the hydration it needs to think clearly. Start tonight by setting that glass out. Now here is a surprising fact that stops most people cold. The hour right after waking is when blood pressure naturally surges in the body. This is called the morning blood pressure surge, and after 60, this surge is significantly more dramatic and more dangerous than it is in younger people. Everything you do in that first hour either protects you from that surge or makes it worse. Keep that in mind as we continue. The third dangerous morning habit is eating the wrong breakfast, or skipping it entirely. After 60, blood sugar regulation changes dramatically. The pancreas becomes less efficient, insulin sensitivity drops, and the liver struggles more with glucose processing. Starting the morning with high sugar foods, even foods that feel healthy like fruit juice, flavored yogurt, or sweetened cereals, causes a rapid blood glucose spike followed by a crash. Scientists have found that repeated morning blood sugar spikes accelerate inflammation in the brain, which is directly linked to memory decline and early cognitive deterioration. The warning here is real. Inflammation is silent, and it is destroying brain cells slowly with every high-sugar morning meal. The proven solution is to start breakfast with protein and healthy fat before any carbohydrates. Eggs, a handful of nuts, or a small piece of unsweetened cheese helps stabilize blood sugar from the very first hour and protects both the heart and the brain. If you have been feeling foggy in the mornings, this might be exactly why. Type yes in the comments if that sounds familiar. The fourth habit is one that will surprise you: sitting still immediately after waking. Many people over 60 feel that gentle rest in the morning is good for them. And while rest is valuable, prolonged stillness right after waking, staying in bed scrolling, then moving to a chair with coffee, then sitting at a table for breakfast, creates a dangerous chain of inactivity during the exact window when circulation most needs stimulation. Research confirms that blood pooling in the lower limbs during extended morning sitting increases the risk of clots and raises blood pressure by restricting venous return to the heart. The solution is not intense exercise. It is simply 5 minutes of gentle movement within the first 20 minutes of waking. Walking slowly to the window, doing light stretches while standing, or simply standing and shifting your weight from foot to foot. These small movements activate the calf muscle pump and restore healthy circulation before the rest of your morning begins. Halfway through, and we have not even reached the most dangerous habit yet. Before we get there, here's another question for you. Have you noticed that your energy in the mornings has changed compared to 5 or 10 years ago? If yes, leave that in the comments. You are not alone, and what comes next may explain exactly why. The fifth dangerous morning habit is taking medications or supplements on an empty stomach without water. After 60, most people are managing some kind of daily medication for blood pressure, cholesterol, thyroid, or joints. Many also take supplements, but the mistake is in how these are taken. Swallowing pills with just a sip of water, or worse, with coffee or juice, significantly changes how they are absorbed. Experts confirm that many common heart and brain medications have their absorption disrupted by caffeine and citrus acids. Taking them on an empty stomach without adequate water can cause the stomach lining, which becomes more delicate after 60, to absorb the medication unevenly, reducing its effectiveness and sometimes causing silent gastric irritation that disrupts sleep patterns days later. The simple fix is to take medications with a full glass of plain water and where your doctor permits after a small amount of food. This one adjustment alone can restore the full benefit of medicines you are already paying for and already relying on. The sixth morning habit is one of the most common and one of the most overlooked: breathing too shallowly after waking. This sounds almost too simple to be real, but after 60, chest wall stiffness, reduced lung elasticity, and the natural drop in lung capacity that comes with age means that most older adults spend the first hour of their day in a state of mild oxygen deficiency. Not dangerous enough to feel breathless, but significant enough to leave the brain and heart working harder than they need to. A study published in a respiratory health journal showed that older adults who practice 3 to 5 minutes of slow, deep diaphragmatic breathing in the morning showed measurable improvements in oxygen saturation and reduced resting heart rate within just 2 weeks. The ancient practice of deliberate breathing is not just relaxation, it is medicine. Place one hand on your belly when you breathe. If your belly rises before your chest, you are breathing correctly. If not, that is your morning practice starting today. Now, we have reached the point that was teased at the very beginning. The most dangerous morning habit of all, and the one that almost every person over 60 does without ever suspecting it, is a problem. It is drinking coffee, or any caffeinated drink, within the first 30 to 45 minutes of waking. This is the seventh and most important habit in this video. Here is why it is so dangerous specifically after 60. Cortisol, the body's natural wake-up hormone, peaks naturally in the first 30 to 45 minutes after waking. It is the body's own built-in alertness system. When you drink caffeine during this cortisol peak, you are not actually getting any extra energy from the caffeine. Your cortisol is already doing that work. What you are doing instead is suppressing the cortisol peak, training your body to depend on caffeine to feel alert, and simultaneously sending a sharp cardiovascular stimulant into a heart and brain that are still in their most vulnerable transition from sleep to wakefulness. Research confirms that caffeine consumed during the cortisol peak raises blood pressure more sharply. increases heart rate irregularly, and in people over 60 with any degree of arterial stiffness, dramatically elevates the risk of morning cardiovascular events. Doctors have been urging this one simple change for years. Wait at least 45 minutes after waking before your first coffee. Drink your water first. Allow your cortisol to do its natural work. Then enjoy your coffee. And you will find it actually works better, lasts longer, and feels smoother because you are taking it when your cortisol has already begun to drop, and your body genuinely needs that extra support. This one change alone, finally made, can protect your heart and sharpen your brain every single morning for the rest of your life. Here is what matters most. Every habit in this video is something you can begin changing tomorrow morning. You do not need any product, any prescription, or any special equipment. You need water on your nightstand tonight. You need 30 minutes of phone-free quiet tomorrow morning. You need 5 minutes of gentle movement, a protein-first breakfast, and the patience to wait 45 minutes before your first coffee. These are simple, proven steps that science has confirmed work specifically for the aging heart and brain. Start tomorrow. Not someday. Tomorrow. Watch the video appearing on your screen right now. It covers exactly what to do next to protect your heart through the rest of your day. If this video helped you, please subscribe, not for a number, but because every week we bring you research-backed, age-specific information that your body deserves to have. You have spent a lifetime caring for others. It is time to protect yourself with the same commitment. Your heart and your brain are still worth fighting for.